Hey, this is Ethan from Minimally Grounded coming to you with another barefoot shoe review today. Today we're getting extra fancy. We've got a nice pair of barefoot dress shoes coming from Gaziantep Turkey from a brand called Aintap. You may know them from Etsy as FeelBarefoot. They're a well-known brand out of Turkey, specializing in handcrafted barefoot leather shoes. While this video is not sponsored and I'm not being paid to make this video, I was sent these shoes by Aintap to help make some content to promote this new model of shoe that they have. As always, if you find this video helpful or you like the content, please consider liking and subscribing to help me build out this channel. Before we have a look at the actual shoes, there were a couple other things that were sent within the package. So you get this nice bag here for travel, for keeping them clean. They also sent over this nice leather balm. See that here. Very cool. Then they also sent these cute little trinkets, which I believe they send out with all of their shoes. My kids are gonna love these. Perfect for my boy and my girl. And without further ado, here are the shoes. So the first thing I noticed whenever I unpacked these is the level of craftsmanship. These things are really nice. You can see how well they are finished on the edges here. The leather on the inside is very soft. The outside has really nice structure to keep shape, since these are meant to be dress shoes. You can see the toe box here, very wide, very anatomical. You've got kind of the tip here that leaves lots of room for toes. One thing, these are not going to be as flexible as your typical barefoot shoes. Again, they are built more as dress shoes, but with more of that barefoot toe box. So you're not getting that flex that you get with a lot of barefoot shoes. You can also see here, there's a very, very small heel added on, so not fully zero drop either. One other thing to note is that there is a insole that's a fairly thick foam cushion. Not your traditional minimalist stack for the sole and the insole, a little bit thicker than what I've seen for barefoot shoes traditionally. The leather on the uppers is very thick, again, high quality. They did have a bit of a smell as I unpacked them. It's still kind of strong. Inside the shoe you get a leather smell, so that's always nice, but there is a bit of a smell that I think will probably go away as they air out a bit. These do come in 8 different colors. We have black, brown, dark brown, which is what these are, red, tan, olive green, navy blue, and green. So a lot of different options to choose from. I personally went with the dark brown just to get a little bit more of a versatile color that I could wear with a lot of different dress clothes. I personally wear a little bit more earth tone, so I think the brown's gonna look really nice with some of the clothes that I wear. Now that I've had a chance to have a first look and give you some of my initial thoughts, I'm gonna take these and put a little time into them, get them broken in a bit, see how they feel, try them out with some different clothes, and I'll report back. I'm back after a couple of days spent with the shoes. Put a little bit of wear into them, not a ton, but enough to get a decent feel for them. They fit really well, a lot of room in the toe box. I was happy with that. The leather's still a bit stiff, but I can already tell that it's breaking in some, so I think with some more wear, I will see those continue to break in and get more and more comfortable. Now, I am used to wearing predominantly zero drop shoes all the time, so this small heel that this shoe has, it was noticeable to me. It didn't bother me much, but I also didn't wear these for long durations, just an hour or two at a time. So I would be curious to see how that feels after maybe a full day of usage. So just a few things that I wanted to point out. Someone online was saying that this is more of a derby shoe than an Oxford. I don't know much of the difference, but you can be the judge. Perhaps it should be labeled as a derby instead of an Oxford. The other thing I was inspecting is the bottom of the shoe. You'll notice it kind of looks like there is stitching, but I can't tell if that is real stitching. So I'm going to give you a close look here. It doesn't necessarily feel like thread, but it looks kind of like thread. It's hard for me to tell whether it's real or fake. I'll kind of let you be the judge there. Now, I would consider these kind of somewhere between Barefoot and a traditional dress shoe. It does have the really nice toe box. I think that's very important, especially for me. That's usually my biggest complaint with shoes is the toe box. You don't have the zero drop. You don't have as much flex in the sole as you would from a more traditional minimalist shoe. So I do think you need to weigh that it does have some of those Barefoot features while also having some traditional features of dress shoes. What that means for me is that I wouldn't necessarily consider this a daily shoe. Even if I had a job where I'm in the office every day and need to dress up, I'd probably look for something that is zero drop, that has a little more flex, that gives me a little bit more of those Barefoot qualities while still looking nice. Now, I do think that these shoes look better than probably any other Barefoot dress shoes that I've seen. So with that said, I do intend to wear these for special occasions. I have a business trip coming up pretty soon that I'm excited to try these out for. If I have any weddings coming up, this would be a great time to wear these. Special holidays where you're going to, church or anything like that, and you want to have an elevated outfit. I think this is great, but again, probably wouldn't say, wear these every day for 8 hours a day. I personally would prefer something a little more minimalist with more Barefoot qualities. Well, that concludes my initial look at these Barefoot dress shoes by Aintap. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. I'll try my best to answer what I can, and I'll see you next time.